Have you ever had days where you did everything right, woke up early, followed your schedule, and checked all the boxes, yet you felt like nothing actually moved forward? This is not because your time is running out, it is because your energy is misaligned. In this video, I'm going to show you what is actually going to move your life forward, whether it is time management or it is energy alignment or energy management. Hello everybody, I am Vaishali Nikhade. I am an engineer turned psychic with over 9,000 readings, and I show you how you can leverage the power of the stars and power of the spirit to create momentum in your life. And in this video, I'm going to show you how energy management works and how you can leverage its power to kind of move forward or create momentum, especially if you feel that things are stuck or nothing much is moving forward despite all the efforts that you are putting in and all the time management strategies and tactics or techniques that you are using. Once you learn to leverage the power of the stars, you will know when to push and when to pause. And just by following this rhythm, things are going to fall into place. According to a Harvard Business Review study on productivity and burnout, research shows that 40% of the people report being constantly busy, yet only 20% feel productive. The gap is energy mismanagement. So you're going to learn why time management fails you and why energy flow will unlock effortless progress in creating momentum for your life. So here's what you're going to learn in this video. Time management assumes control, whereas energy management honors flow. Your energy is cyclical, not linear, and tracking energy patterns to make the right move. So let's get started. The first part is time management assumes control and energy management honors flow. So according to time management, so long as you plan it or schedule it, you can or you will get everything done. Whereas energy management says that you can get things done at the right time when the energy is aligned. So think of it this way. Let's say that today is Monday. Just assume for a second that it's Monday and you have a list of things to do. You have them all marked out in your schedule. And according to time management, you just follow everything and then you get everything done. So simple. However, let's say that you wake up in the morning, it's still Monday, you wake up in the morning and you're excited and you have to get everything done and you're excited to do everything and you're making your breakfast and your blender breaks and it falls apart and all the pieces flow all over in the kitchen. Your smoothie is kind of splattered everywhere. And suddenly, the thing that was going to be so easy with time management is no longer going to be easy because now your energy has dipped. You were in a good mood when you got up. You knew what you wanted to do or you had to do. However, because the energy was not supporting you, it kind of poked a hole, so to say. And broke your blender and your smoothie was all over the kitchen and suddenly you are in a different mood. Your mood has changed. No matter how hard you try, it is very easy for you to get back in the mood that you were before. So you have to clean up all that mess. Your breakfast is gone and it creates a lot more problems. So essentially this is a real life example of how time management works versus energy management works. So time management is assuming control that yes, you can do all the things, but energy management is saying that, hey, listen, the flow is not there today. So no matter what you plan, things are not going to happen the way you think they're going to happen. So that is the difference. Go ahead and put in the comments below if you've ever had anything like this happen to you where everything was moving smoothly in your mind and you were prepared to do all the work and then suddenly maybe your blender breaks or you get into an accident or you miss your train or you miss your Uber for whatever reason, and suddenly everything is very, very different. So essentially when you are at an emotional extreme, such as going from a happy state where you were before and then your blender broke and now suddenly your energy has dipped, it is very difficult for you to get all the work done because it's going to take you some amount of time to get over that upset or to get over that energy which was created with your blender breaking. So go ahead and put in the comments below what you think moves your life forward. Is it time management or is it energy management? And what practice do you follow for either one? So the second part is that energy is cyclical and not linear. So just for the purpose of this video, as far as the physical world is concerned, I'm just saying as far as the physical world is concerned, just to mark the words, the exact words, which is as far as the physical world is concerned, time moves linearly. That is only as far as the physical world is concerned. Okay, and energy is cyclical. So time moves linearly in the sense that if today is the first, tomorrow is the second, and then you have the third, and so on. But that reality is only true as far as the physical world is concerned. We are going to stick to the physical world, but energy is cyclical, which means that all the days that you have, they are not going to have the same pattern. Just like I gave you the example of a blender breaking. So let's say that instead of the blender breaking, let's say on day one, you win a lottery, and let's say you win like say $1 million. Suddenly everything has shifted and everything has changed because this one moment in time has created a ripple of energy across your week that things are not going to be the same. You're not going to follow whatever it is that your time management told you, because now you're wondering what to do with your $1 million and how you're going to spend it and what you're going to do with it and so on. And these patterns of energy can actually be found, and you can know how the energy is going to move during a particular week or a particular month, and based on that you can plan your days or your month, and you can see how this can be done. I am giving you all my frameworks in the free workshop below, and you can sign up for the free workshop and see how you can leverage the patterns of energy in order to be able to create momentum. There is another reference video. I'm going to link it below, and you can watch that video as well about the energy being cyclical. Which brings me to the next point, which is tracking energy patterns to make the right move. When you track your energy patterns, you will feel when it is the right moment to make a move without second guessing your decisions. So essentially, the easiest example to give is, let's say you walk into a room and there's two groups. One group is full of excitement and a lot of happiness and cheers, and you can see from the smiles on their face that they're having some conversation which is making everyone happy. And then there's another group where everybody is having just grim faces and they're kind of sad, and you have to make a choice. Do you go into this happy group or do you go in the sad group? Most likely you are going to walk, or you're going to be naturally inclined to move towards the happy group. So essentially your energy is saying that I want to be happy and I don't want to be sad, so why should I go with the sad group? I would rather go with the happy group. So that is just an example of a group, but you can also track energy patterns for days, which means that you have a happy day and a sad day and a happy day and a sad day. Not in that sequence, but you have chunks of days that are happy, chunks of days that are sad, and chunks of days that are neutral during a month, let's say. And you can know these days in advance, and this is what I cover in the Cosmic Chronicle. And essentially I show you how the energy is going to be during the month. So let's assume that this is your month, which is 90 days, and each segment, each row is 10 days. Sorry, the month is 30 days. So your month is 30 days, and this each row is let's say 10 days. So 10 days here, 10 days here, and 10 days here. And just like I gave you the example of the happy group and the sad group, the stars can show you where the happy group is in terms of the energy being happy. So let's say this is happy. This one, let's say, is sad. So I'm going to take, let's say, this color. So this is sad. And this one is, say, neutral. So there's not much happening here. So once you have this map, think of it as like a GPS for your month. And by having this GPS for your month, you know that even if you do the work over here, The happiness is not going to come until here, or maybe the results of your work are not going to be known until here. You also know that this is a period where things may not kind of be exactly in your favor, but just knowing that in advance, you are going to be able to think differently and manage your emotions differently, so that even if you have a setback, you're not going to let it affect you or impact you. And what I do in the Cosmic Chronicle is essentially I give you this map of the month or of the week. And so this would be like, it's not the exact example, but let's say you have 4 weeks in a month. And every week I show you like what kind of energy to expect during the month, during week 1, week 2, week 3, and week 4. And by knowing what kind of energy to expect each week, let's say that the week is going to be really, really good, you know that you have to sow all the seeds. And because the energy is working in your favor, and if the energy is not so good, then you know that even if you sow the seeds, then the rewards are either delayed, or they are not going to be coming anytime soon, or maybe something bad in terms of bad news, or let's say a not so good news is going to come your way. But by preparing yourself in advance, you're not so disappointed. So what the Cosmic Chronicle does is it is going to give you the entire map, and by knowing the map, you can essentially plan your days, your weeks, your months, and so on. So if you've tried all the time management apps and they haven't worked for you, then you can try this energy management strategy. And you can sign up for the Cosmic Chronicle. The link is below, and you can start your week knowing exactly what to expect during the week. So now that you know how time management and energy management can move things for you differently, how do you clear up confusion before you act? And what is the secret of cosmic green light days? That is the subject of my next video, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye.